Hey, Shalom, Shalom, Kohala, Yabashim, Shabashim, Kakadash. The blindness to the apostles, the great millstone, salutations to the elect, women, women, and children that believe are the 1/3. Hey, man, this dealing with prophecy in the eye of prophecy. You know, a lot of things gonna happen, but we looking out for that motb. But they got to build a system that is going to run on, which they building now. And signs of that is these stores closing down. So like these big ass speed bumps. These stores closing down at a like fast rate, but society is still running. So it's like a hidden world. So these stores, they closing as far as brick and mortar, but I'm on the road as always, but they closing as far as brick and mortar, but they got online business like Maury, right? I like Gators. One of my favorite Gators, the brand I wear is Maury's, and a lot of their stores closed. Now they Italian type made shoe, and but like you can still get them, but you just gotta order them online. You know what I mean? So Circuit City, a lot of these places, everything is just like online. I even like, it's like fucking 12 noon right now. GameStop closed, and I'm like, shit, fucking GameStop closed. But yeah, GameStop is closed. Why? Because a lot of the shit is like, everything is like online, and the shit is cheaper online. So, you know, you could get to pay cutthroat more when things is like done online. Cause say if you're selling an item for $100, but you gotta pay for lights, you gotta pay for water, you gotta pay to rent the space out. So you probably make the item like $130, $120. So you like, you know, it's like, so then people getting hit. So they like, yo, you charging $130, but I could go online and order this shit for $100. You know? Now it might get you shipping and handling, but like a lot of shit is on Amazon, and that's becoming cheaper and cheaper nowadays. You know? So you get that on Prime. Like my mother, she recently hit me, so she put a little ground pool up. Little 15-foot pool, nothing spectacular, but she put it up. She hit me like, hey man, I need a pool cover. So, you know, I kick it with her from time to time. So she like, yeah, I'm trying to get a pool cover. I'm like, yo, you know, she kind of old school, like, you know, I gotta drive around and find one. I'm like, yeah, well, you know, she's 65, so, well, she'll be 65 in September. But I'm like, yo, you don't fucking drive around and find a pool cover, or you go to the spot you bought it from, but like they might not even have it. Yo, a lot of people that have these items and shit, it's a digital marketplace. One of the main ones is Amazon. You got eBay, but I got Prime. You know what I mean? So whatever you looking for, if you order that shit early enough in the day, that shit might show up in like 3 or 4 hours. Because I did that before. I ordered like around 9 o'clock, and it came like 5. You know what I mean? So as far as gas, you know, because people, you know, like, why travel in the elites? The point is the elites want it this way. They want less movement with this NWO. You know what I mean? People gonna be, homeschooled. They gonna have the computers and shit and all that shit. So a lot of these schools bordering up, these businesses bordering up, and they figure like, yo, it's best to, you know, just do do the whole online shit because like this store ain't make no money. So you'll have a store open, you'll give it a shot, you'll keep it open a year, and you'll have like 2 or 3 people working the store. Then you find out like, yo, the store is not paying for itself. So the people we got working here, we losing money. The people coming stealing and shit. So they like, yo, we, so, and the elites got it this way. So it's through gradualism. So they got it to the point where once the online sales reach a certain percentage, like you could shut the stores down because it's like, yo, if 70% of people are shopping online, like, yo, all these fucking stores close these shits down. So you will have to drive far, like your local, even fucking 7-Eleven deliver. You know what I'm saying? So you're like, what the fuck, 7-Eleven deliver? Then on Uber and shit, they got delivery. If, you lose your phone or some shit like that. So the delivery game is just going to be like a new thing. And that's going to get people to stop. That's going to empty these roads out. And that's, because people going to be like, man, fuck. Because people lazy, especially the new generation, right? They lazy as fuck anyway. So they going to be like, man, fuck going out. I'ma just order. People used to order out anyway with Chinese food and shit like that. But now you got DoorDash, Uber Eats, and if any business want to thrive, it's just best to add that. Because that'll boost your sales, that'll boost your distribution. You know what I mean? Even though you might be taking a hit on the profit. So you got a lot of these, they were showing like in China, the Las Vegas of China is shutting, not shutting down, but eventually they probably will because people love fucking gambling. But a lot of gambling is now done online, which is something I wouldn't trust. It's rigged, but the casinos is rigged too, so, and that's what people fail to realize. All this online gambling is rigged. Fuck shit, the casinos is rigged. Now, you might have a chance with the poker because you're not playing against the house. You leave a little tip when your turn come around to come, for the draw. But you playing against each other at a table. So, and that's gonna have everything kind of like online. My little brother, he having a fucking baby shower. One of the brothers, he having a baby shower. So I'm like, yo, maybe I just get, I don't know what to get, but Pampers is universal. But I'm like, yo, maybe, I just get a gift card. And, lady I was talking to, like, nah, you don't buy no gift card. Like, go to the store and buy a gift card. I'm like, you're like, nah. You're like, nah, you just buy that shit on your phone and send it to them. I'm like, damn. You know what I'm saying? So, everything, so you got 3 phases of the you got the MOTB technology, and you got the MOTB mentality, which is the 2 stages we in now. So the technology is kind of already here, but this MOTB thing is such a big thing, and it's on a global scale. Like they constantly be upgrading it, so and working on it to perfect it, so it could work. You know what I mean? Like how they need it to work, which is based off of really the Lord gonna have it. You know what I mean? Do what it do based off of prophecy. But you got the MOTB technology, mentality, and reality. So, if you ask me, we ain't in a reality right now. If, people would debate that, but trust me, the MOTB reality, you ain't got to question it. That shit is gonna be dead in your motherfucking face. But so we kind of like in the technology and the mentality, because the reality probably be like a short phase. So it's gonna go from voluntary to involuntary. You're gonna be like, it's gonna be optional, then it's gonna be non-optional. You know, then you're gonna come down with great wrath, knowing you have but a short time. But everything is kind of like digital. Even video games, right? You don't buy an actual video game and put it in your fucking Xbox or PlayStation and, you know, wait for it to load up. Now you just go online and buy the game, and it saves to your game's hard drive, and you click on it and, you know, you play the game. You don't drive to the store. So you know, a lot of people will be like, you know, you in their mind, you know, I'm saving gas, you know what I mean? So in their mind, it's kind of like a good thing. You know what I mean? I'm saving on gas. I ain't got to drive here, drive there, drive there. I'm chilling in the house. You know, I just order out and shit just come to the house. So, and the UBI, you know, so only people do go out to go to work, but all these jobs, especially a lot of mediocre jobs, them shit's gonna be laid off, because the robots and all that shit gonna take over. You know, you know, you're a mailman or some shit, because I just saw a mailman. You know, if you're a mailman, you know, they got drones that drop the mail off, or they just send your shit to the email. You know what I mean? To your email. So email is already kind of like popular. They probably just make it more sophisticated to where your email, like you got like one email, like, or however they do it. But the point is, man, this damn system is definitely being orchestrated and built. And it's just a matter of time before we out of here. You know, but hey, you know, it's a beautiful show. This the scriptures, everything was written. You know what I mean? We just playing out what's written, the script. So sit back and enjoy the show. I mean, about to bust a couple moves as far as take a nap or some shit. But yeah, man, a lot of shit is just like going online, and these stores is just shutting down because people are not like dining in. People are not, you know, people just like ordering out. Even the fucking movies, they got that movie out too, 40 Acres. I'll probably go see that like real soon. But not every movie. You know, it's about like martial law, you know what I mean? Last days, end day prophecy shit. And you know, 40 Acres deal with Jake. So I definitely want to go check that before I leave the movies. Probably go check a matinee or some shit. But not every movie theater is showing it. Because I tried to check last week for the one out here in Towson and shit. But 40 Acres, man, that probably be edifying in the spirit. So, Lord, one of y'all brothers will probably go check that out. I ain't saying it's good, so don't blame me if you feel like it was some bullshit. But any prophetic movie, you know, from my understanding, even if it's, you know, wasn't all that from the train died, we spiritual men, so any prophetic movie is a go, because there's things we waiting on and waiting for. So, you know what I mean? I'm at my destination, basically hit the points I needed to hit. Yo, with that, sayonara, we out of here, shalom.